The next one we're going to look at is Tahitian lime. Once again, Karen's actually moved these to a box. If you have a look at the amount of frost that's actually settled this morning on the box, it's reasonably serious conditions. The things I'd like to show you about this is that this has scale on the back of the leaves. See the black dots that are there? That is an insect that actually sucks the sap out of the plant. So we have to treat that in some way. But usually the insect problems with plants are secondary. Secondary meaning that the plant's not happy in respect of its growing conditions, enough light, enough moisture, too much cold, and the insects sense that and actually come along and make their homes there on something that's already not having the ability to fight it off. So we're going to have to do some treatment with this to bring it back as such. The things that I'm looking at the moment is that if you look up here, there is some dieback in the top of this lime. You can see where the brown wood meets the green wood at that point there. Under no circumstances prune that off in the winter. Wait till the spring, until the plant is actively growing, and then take off any damaged or diseased wood as such. Once again, when you're using the snips to cut them off, make sure you use metho or some other substance to clean your scissors, because that could be diseased in there and you don't want to be transferring it in the cuts. The other things to look at with this lime are that where it's grafted is at this point. That is the rootstock there, and this is where it's actually budded rather than grafted. It's just a process of grafting. But these shoots here are not suckers like we saw on yuzu. These are the plant producing shoots on the lower stem. Now if it doesn't suit you, you can actually cut them off, but there's no reason to actually remove them because they are above the graft as such. So what we're going to do with the lime is, our remedial action with that is, we've got a product called Initiator. You can only buy that online and it's in tablet form. There's 300 tablets in there for around $200. You'll find them just dial in Initiator and you'll find that on the website. What I suggest you do is, because of the cost, you can use these on a multitude of plants, and I'll explain that in a moment. But the issue here is pull with your neighbours, pull with your family, buy a bottle and distribute it amongst yourselves. For what they look like, that's how they look. Just a little round ball. Now what's within that ball is an insecticide, slow release with a fertiliser. And what that does is, over a period of 12 months, it releases the insecticide into the sap stream of the plant and gets rid of all this scale as such, and gives some extra nutrition to the plant. Ideally, we would put these in spring, but because we're here this morning, we'll pop those in now. There's not enough fertiliser to create an instant growth, which is going to cause a problem. But what we'll do is we suspect that the root ball is within that area from where she's lifted them. So we'll just put them within the root ball. I'll use 4 on a tree that size, and I'll just press them into the soil so they're buried, about finger deep. And what they'll do as the moisture and rain occurs, they'll start releasing their insecticide. Now some people are against using insecticides, and I understand that, but in this instance you're not going to be able to recover this plant unless you take some remedial action. And I would prefer to use the pills in the soil than I would to be out here trying to spray an insecticide over the plant, which I see as a lot less environmentally friendly as such. So that's how we're going to deal with the Tahitian lime. The other issue with initiator tablets is that they're good for a whole range of things that get scale, it gets psyllids. What a psyllid is, people may be growing in their garden a range of plants that get the dimples on the leaves. Particularly there's some plants that are susceptible to it. A yearly application of initiator tablets solves all those problems for your ornamentals as well as your citrus and fruit trees.